Hello, my sweet angels. It's Nuja, and today I just wanted to do a quick video on, and obviously I pulled some cards for this about people projecting onto you. And listen, okay, I already googled this, I already researched this, and people were just saying the same thing. People who project are just insecure, and they're trying to put like what they think of themselves onto you, but at the same time, like, it wasn't really giving me the answers I was wanting, because I wasn't only thinking about negative projections. I was also thinking about, possibly positive projections, and also just like neutral projections, like when people think that you're this way but you're not, when people think you're that way but you're not. And it's like annoying as it's so annoying. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like, for example, I'll just give a common projection that I always get. I always get the projection from others that I'm a shy, quiet person that doesn't want to talk to people, that just doesn't want anything to do with people, and that just wants to be in my own little corner and just be alone and like not really care for the world. Well, that's not me. Cause look, I'm like talking right now. If I really was that quiet and shy, then I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be having a YouTube channel. I wouldn't. And I'm not quiet with people. I do talk to people, but it's just I'm quiet around certain people because they're not my audience. They're not the people I want to talk to. And so, that's not a negative projection when people say, "Oh, you're shy, you're quiet." It's just like, oh, like, that's just how they think I am, but I'm not. Like, I just don't want to talk to you. And there have been other projections, like I said, that are not negative, because when it's negative, it's insecurity, it's this and that, it's this and that, and it's just like you know like, I'll give an example of a positive projection. Okay, so a positive projection can be like, oh, that person, like, I'll give an example of like, oh, like, that person, I feel like that person would be a good friend. Okay, but how do you even know that person? Like, are you even friends with that person? And then, like, you can't just project that onto people and then go be their friend, and then you're not good friends. And doesn't mean they're not a good friend. It just means you and them are not good friends. You know what I mean? Like, you guys just don't mesh well together. I'll give that a good example of that. Like, I had people in my past just like hit me up from like people who would follow me on social media, like random people, and just tell me like, oh my god, you seem like a nice person, I want to be friends with you. Oh my god, like, you seem like such, I want to be friends with you, like, I want to be your friend. And that's a positive projection, but it's like, why do you think that I'm just like sitting around waiting for someone to text me, be friends with me? Because now I see that as a red flag. I see that as a very, very big red flag when people text me that, when random strangers tell me that, because usually, like, every time I'm like, I used to be very, very iffy, and I'm like, okay, maybe, sure, let's just talk. But now I'm like, nope, I'm not talking to you, because like, they're already having these ideas of me. And yeah, I just feel like it's strange. I just feel like it's kind of strange to like hit someone up like that, and like, you're already projecting onto them that you will have this amazing kind of friendship. But like, it's like I'm saying, those friendships weren't necessarily toxic. I mean, there wasn't really a friendship, I'm gonna be honest with those people. It never really developed into a friendship, because what they just kind of like expected things from me. They were kind of just projecting what they thought I was based on my social media, and they're like, like, maybe I could like befriend this person and then get opportunities from that person and XYZ off that person. Well, you guessed wrong and you projected wrong. And yeah, so I just wanted to really say that this is an example of like positive projections that are still they're still projections, and like, it's just not like cool. I feel like, I don't care if it's positive, I don't care if it's negative, I don't care if it's neutral. Like, why are you just going around assuming how people are, projecting on how they are, or basing like one little thing on how their entire like character and personality is? Like, people are way more complex than that. Oh my god, I literally just got a flashback of people telling me, you are complicated, you are complex. Motherfucker, you didn't even take the time to know me. Like, everyone is. You're complex for saying that. It's like, what does that even mean? Like, are you like, what does that even mean? Like, are we all complex people and like layered people? I guess some people are not. I guess some people are just surface level, and then they look at you and they're like, I can't understand this person, even though I only talked to them once. Like, hello, like, get to know people before you go around saying that you're saying all this stuff about them or going to them and saying stuff about them. Hello, I think I know you. I think I know myself more than you do. I think I know myself more than you do. No, I don't think I know I know myself more than you do. Like, I live my life longer, not just longer, but I live my life. You didn't live my life. Like, what are you talking about? So I was like thinking, like, why do people project so much? Like, it's irritating. It's very irritating. Because, like I said, even if it's positive, negative, neutral, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. It's very irritating. And so I asked my cards because like I was googling it and it wasn't really that much answers. Everyone just said insecurity, insecurity. They're just projecting what they think about themselves onto you. Well, I don't think so. I don't think that's always the case. Because in the people I was thinking about, my that's not really the case. It's not really the case. I can give another example. Someone can project, oh, you seem like you seem like you would be you seem like you're into health. Are you gonna be a doctor? Are you studying health? Like, I feel like you're into that. Like, that's just an example. And it's like, no, I'm fucking not. Like, why are you projecting that shit onto me? And like, I don't know, it's just your vibe, you know? It's like, shut up. You don't know me. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, so anyways, I asked my cards, I'm like, why are these people projecting? Like, what is going on? And so, okay, so I got like, okay, so let's talk about the Page of Swords and the King of Wands. So I got like, these people are very closed off, and the first thing I got is these people do not know themselves. They don't know themselves at all. So then they try to look at other people and they try to like figure them out. Ugh, it's so irritating. Like, I literally had this one annoying ass coworker. Like, not like, it was like, oh, like, I don't work with this bitch anymore. Thank God. Thank the Lord. Thank the universe. This was an old ex coworker. I don't even work at that job anymore. Thank God. Thank God. Thank the universe. So yeah, I don't even work with this coworker anymore. And then she was like, I'm trying to figure you out. I can't figure you out. And I was so creeped out. I'm like, why are you trying to figure me out? Like, I feel like this girl was sleeping at night and had like a journal about me, and she was just writing down like notes about me and trying to figure me out. Like, it was creepy. Like, it was very, very creepy. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, she was very, very like obsessed with me. Like, she would always be talking about me and like trying to ask me like weird, like very personal questions. And I'm like, girl, like I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, are you like an undercover detective or something? Like, like, what is this? What are people like? Why are you spending your time trying to get to like? Why are you trying to like? Why are you spending your time trying to like figure someone out and get to like try to understand them without even fucking talking to them directly and getting to know them like a normal fucking person? So, okay, with the King of Wands, I already got ego, so this is already a thing that like a lot of narcissists do. Oh my god, because like literally everyone that has been doing this like on the high extreme level, obviously they're a narcissist. They project like extreme. I don't even want to talk about narcissism, so let's just ignore those people. Okay, let's just ignore that. But like, that just came out. But like, yeah, it's the ego. It's the ego. It's like, and it's also like the Page of Swords. Like, they're very closed off with towards them own self. Like, these people don't know themselves. So then, you know, I also heard like, well, you know yourself. So then they try to project shit onto you so that you can like not know yourself like they do, or feel unsure about yourself like they do, or like question yourself like they do. But then, like I said, this is not always negative. Like, I also feel like the Page of Swords is saying that these people are very close off with themselves and they don't really know themselves. So then, one, I heard like they think that everyone is like them, and when they see someone that is not like them, they get confused and they get kind of scared, and they're like, what the hell? Like, I'm trying to like, what the fuck? But then also, I also am hearing that like these people are very like the page's source is like they don't really know themselves, so like they try to look at other people and they try to be like, well, this person's like this, so I might be like this too. This person like that, I'm like that. Like, oh, I hate that. I hate those people. But there's a lot of people like they steal like their people's personalities, they steal all this stuff. But okay, let's just go like, oh my god, I'm getting hot. Oh my god. Okay, so I also heard like you know, because you know how I was talking about like some people just give like positive projections but like they still like make no sense. And I feel like the Seven of Wands is saying this: people think so much about other people. They think so much. Like I heard like over analyzing, over like investigating. Like you're not an investigator, you're not a detective, you're not in the law enforcement. What are you doing? And like and like yeah, and then the Seven of Wands is like these people think so much about other people. Like it's just, yeah, like it is insecurities, but like it's just like they're just obsessed with people's lives. And like these are the kind of people that like they wake up in the morning and like the first hour is just looking at Instagram and like looking at other people and how they're living. They don't even start their day off with themselves. And if you do that, I'm telling you, I'm not being just trying to be offensive. I'm asking you genuinely, like, why do you think other people's lives are more important than your own? Why? I've even told like so many people that I've told them, like, why are other people's lives more important than your own? Like, why are you starting your day with thinking about other people and how they're living? Go live your life, and then you will have like, what are you doing? I'm not saying there's a bad thing to go on Instagram and look how people are living, but why are you starting your day off like that instead of starting out your day living your life? And like I'm saying this is on an extreme level. I know people, they do nothing but just look at how other people are living, like all day long, all day long. You know how many friends I had to cut off because they would spend their entire time on their phone looking at Instagram, just obsessed with other people's lives. And I'm like, god damn, like you are obsessed and like you need to get your own life. So this is like, and these people they project so much. So you know, that's just like what I'm getting is like these people just like are like obsessed with other people's lives because they don't really got their own. And they just kind of like, you know. And then like I also got like the Three of Wands, which is saying like it's like all about, it's back to words where that first message I was saying, whether the connection, like they're not really connected to themselves on a really deep level. Like they don't really know who they are, so then they think that other people are like XYZ. I also heard stereotyping, generalizing, societal standards and societal conditioning. Like for example, like you think that this person is like this because like they wear this, that you think that this person is like this because they talk like this, you think this person is like this because they do XYZ, you think this person is like this because of how they look like. All of this stuff is so stupid, but that's how people think. Like that's how their brain works, right? So like that's why they project, because they think, oh well, your hair is long and you like to swim, so like you must be like this, you must be like that. And it's like, no. Even people who are like, oh well, you're well you're what's it called, you're a Pisces, so you might as well, you're probably a liar, aren't you? You're always in your head, aren't you? Yeah, you're in fantasy land, you're a liar, aren't you? Like it's just like, what the fuck? Like shut up. like shut up. Like, you know, those projections are annoying as hell. But like that, like now that I'm getting all these messages, like it makes more sense. It makes a lot more sense. And I'm looking at these cards, it makes more sense to me. And I'm like, I'm trying to like heal from the people they project. Not like heal from it, but I'm trying to like heal from the annoyance and like me getting irritated, because like, the only way I can not be irritated is if I understand. And yeah, and hope, you know, I hope someone else can also like learn from this too. So yeah, like that, like now it's like making more sense to me, like as I'm getting these messages. Like they have like societal like conditioning that they're still in their head, like, well, people like this, move like that. I'll give another example. Like I had this one person, I wanted to get angry, and they're like, no, don't be angry, because if you get angry, then you're gonna look like that people are gonna project onto you that you're the angry non-white person. I was like, that is so fucking racist. That is so fucking pathetic too. Like I don't care. Like being angry is a natural. human emotion, and you are just having that societal conditioning, that anger, that non-white people that get angry are like something bad. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm angry at real life shit. Like, fuck you. And that, I had a that's actually like a while ago, and that was a teacher that told me that. It was so fucking annoying, and I was like, oh my god, you motherfucker, you need to go learn. You're my fucking teacher, but you need to go learn. I'm gonna fucking teach you one day. I'm gonna teach you one day. Well, I didn't even say anything. I was just like, oh, this person is like under this web of societal conditioning, and a lot of most, if not most, people are in this shit, and it's fucking annoying because these are people that project. And like that person didn't, like my teacher didn't say that to like offend me. They just said it to they just said it because they didn't want me like to get like other people being like, oh my god, you're like the angry non-white person. But it's just like seriously, like why do I don't care about what people think of me, so I don't really care. Especially I don't really care about what racist people think of me. Why the fuck would I care about that? And that's just me talking. I'm just saying, like, why would I care about that? Oh, I even had another example. I have another example. Okay, so like sometimes when I'm telling stories, some people will project the ending. Let me finish my fucking story. Let me finish my motherfucking story. People don't want to, like, people are just like people are just already like, I bet like there's some people watching my videos and they're like, I already know what she's gonna say. Shut up, go listen. You don't know what I'm gonna say. I can say something unexpected. Nusha, you're swearing. I thought you were like this. I thought you were like that. Shut up. Okay. Anyways, back to the Three of Wands. So yeah, the Three of Wands is talking about like like how I was talking about the connection to themselves and the world. So the connection to them, it's like this societal conditioning. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like all non-white people are like this. All dark-skinned people like this. All pale-skinned people are like this. All people from this country are like this. Like, that is a projection. Like, you didn't talk to like all these people. Like, shut up. And like also, I like a narcissistic thing is like everyone is like that. Everyone is like this. Everyone is like this. No, only you and your other narcissistic friends are like that. So like it's also, I heard small circle. So like these people usually have like a small circle, and I don't just mean like a small group of friends, because they could have like a big group of friends, but like what I mean by that is like they haven't really talked to that many people, you know what I mean? Like, and like I don't care if they have a job and something, like, well, actually I have talked to a lot of people at my job. I talked to a lot of people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like actually getting to know someone one-on-one. Like, you haven't really got to know that many people, and all the people you've gotten to know in your life have been just like you. And a lot of people are like that. Like, a lot of people, sorry, I'm just moving around because I'm in an uncomfortable position. A lot of people are like that. Like, a lot of people are like, everyone is like this because me and my friends are like this. Well, you and your friends are not like the whole world population. And you haven't talked to like everyone. Like, people are different, but you haven't talked to people who are different than you because you are scared of them. You are scared. You get angry when people have different opinions than you. You get angry when people have different beliefs than you, instead of learning from them. So yeah, people, their society, they have like societal standards. They have stereotypes of people. They have generalizations of people where like, you do this, so you're like this. You do that, blah 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 blah. Like, for example, like people say, oh, if you smoke weed, you're lazy. If you smoke weed, then you're like this. Shut up. Like, there's fucking medical weed. Like, you know how much shit that fucking, how much stuff it heals. Like, leave us alone. Like, just leave people alone. Like, shut up. But anyways, so we have the devil card. So this is kind of talking about the it's going back to like that societal projection. So it's also heard like these people are like trapped in a way, like in their mind, where like I heard like they think one way, they only think one way, like one way. So like it's very limited thinking is what I'm feeling right now. This is like their mind is very limited. So then they like, even if you tell them like that's not true, your projection is not true, they will be like, yeah, it is. Like, I don't understand it. That's their only reality that they live in. like you can try to tell them like, no, like I'm actually like you, like someone can look at you like, oh, you look like a dancer, and then you can tell them like, actually I don't dance and I don't really care about dancing. And they'll be like, no, you're a dancer, I know you are. And then you'll tell them like, no, I don't dance, I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, no, you look like a dancer, I know you're a dancer. And it's like, what are you talking about? And like even if you tell them no, I'm actually not, like I don't know why you think that way, they'll be very confused with themselves. Like they don't understand it. Like these people actually think their projections are facts, and like they're just like in a weird world. Like they're just in a weird world. Oh my god. Okay, so we have these cards. So let me just talk about the world, the star, and the Six of Wands. So I feel that's where like the positive projections come in, and how like, okay, I feel like some people with the star card, I feel like what is happening is like some people do get inspired by you. Some people do like, they do like you. They're like, who is that person? Like, they're interesting. Like they're inspired by you, but then they project like they have like what is it called, like they idolize you, like they put you on a pedestal. Like even if it's not you directly, you can see this with other people. Like you can see how people think of for example like celebrities, they project so much onto them. Like, oh my god, like oh my god, they're a god, they're literally a god. Oh my god, bow down, bow down. Like and then they project all of these things on like celebrities. I'm just using an example because they're like a perfect example. And like you never even talk to that person, even if you talk to them like for like 1 minute and you said, hey, how are you, like, you don't really know that person, you know what I mean? Like, and like you don't really know people like that. So like a lot of people will positively project on like celebrities, for example, or like anyone that puts themselves out there in the world, and then they project on them, oh my god, that person is so nice. How do you know they're nice? How do you know that? Like seriously, how do you know that? Like how do you know that? Or like, you know what I mean? And like also like, you know, like I'm getting like so people are like inspired by people, and then like they kind of project onto them, but in like a very like unhealthy way, where like they kind of idolize them and they put them in a pedestal, like very very high pedestal. Or like, you know, some people, I'll give you an example. Oh my lord, that's a good example. Well, people are like, oh my god, this person is so nice, they're so helpful, I'm sure that they will help me with whatever I want, but I'm not gonna pay them, I'm not gonna give any energy exchange back, I'm just gonna feel entitled to their help. Like, who do you think you are? Like, that's a projection. Like, it's like is this person like a charity like person walking around ready to help you at like any point in time? Is this person Jesus? No. And then we also have here like the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. And what I'm getting here, okay, back to the inspiration thing, like you see here, like there's people like, whoa, look at that person, like look at what they're doing, that's so cool. And like I'm already hearing people's projecting right now. Oh my god. I'm already hearing people projecting right now in my head. Like I'm just hearing thoughts of like people projecting, like, oh my god, like look at that person, like they're doing like this fire performance, they're probably a fake, it's probably all fake. Like, there can be happy people, but it could be positive projection. Damn, like that person, like, I don't know, if he can do that with fire, I bet he can do with my mouth. Ooh, like it's just like crazy projection. Like calm down, like please sit down and take 3 deep breaths. And then we have the 10 of Wands here. And okay, the world here, I'll talk about that in a minute, but the 10 of Wands, I feel like these people are carrying so many projections from other people, and they actually believe it. Like these people, like if someone projected onto them and they told them like, you're like this, you're like that, I feel like you're like this, they'll believe it and they'll take it, because they don't know themselves. Like you know what I mean? Like if someone told me like, you're like this, you're like that, I'm gonna be like, no, like you don't know me, like who are you? Like literally, who are you? I'll give it another good example. Okay, so with astrology, for example, like it's all very interpretive, and I feel like people like don't like they miss that part or something, because like there are like some astrologers like that have like told me certain things, and I'm like, no, that doesn't resonate with me. Like that doesn't resonate. But like there can be so many different interpretations of like all the planets, all the signs, all the alignments, everything, and like that's fine. Like they know that it won't always resonate because there's different interpretations, right? and like there's so many different like there's so many different ways that energy can manifest. And like some people would just take it all and be like, okay, well, this person said that because I have a Cancer moon that I will be crying every single day, so now I believe that, and I'm gonna be starting crying every day. What are you talking, like, what? Or they'll be like, okay, well, like, this astrologer told me that since I have a Gemini Mercury that I'm supposed to be writing, so even though I don't care about writing, I'm gonna start writing. And it's like these people, like, it's just like an example of what I'm saying. Like I've had people like they just like project onto that. They project like they listen to people's projections about them, and they believe everything. Like if you tell someone like that believes that people, someone who does project, and if you tell them like, hey, you know, good or bad projection, like you tell them, hey, you know, like you're like this, you're like that, they'll be like, oh my god, really? Oh my god, really? And they'll believe it. Like, what do you mean? Like, you have to, like, did you, like, they don't know themselves, okay? They don't know themselves. So then we got the world card. It's like what I'm saying. It's like how these people are like raised and born. Like, these people like probably had like parents that projected this shit onto them, and their parents probably like, why are you like this? You like this? You like that? And then like they're just like sad and annoyed. But then they grow up and they do the same to other people. End of story. Video over. Okay, I'm actually very surprised about I didn't even talk about Five of Cups, but like kind of like I'm getting that message again of like that lack of connection with themselves. Also with the King of Cups, like the lack of connection. I know that this kind of like all wraps in together. Okay, so now I just want to talk about my thoughts on this because like okay, like message is over, like reading over. If you want to end watching this, you can go ahead right now. I just want to talk about this video right now and what I got. So like I'm actually very, very surprised. I'm very shocked because I wasn't expecting these messages, but now like it all makes sense, and I'm really glad I got to do this, and I also am glad I got to do this while filming it because like it helps me. Like I honestly only did this because I was just so curious, and I just kept thinking about like why do people keep doing this, and like not just to me, like but to other people, like why do people keep doing this? But now I'm realizing more like because of this reading I did that like okay, this makes sense now. This makes a lot of sense. And now like when people do project onto me, like I already know why they're doing it, because before I'd be like, what the fuck, why is this happening? I'm gonna actually pull cards on like why, what can we do, like how can you handle it, like what, I don't know. Oh, I guess there's not really much to do except for like you just say not really. Okay, I'm just gonna pull one card. Okay, this is kind of funny. This is really funny. Okay. So these are, okay, yeah, this is funny to me, and I'll explain why. So like this is like how you can kind of like handle it or respond back to people's projections and shit. So like okay, I just got a flashback of like when the people would project to me, I would just let them believe it. I would like that's kind of like what the Seven of Swords is saying. Like it's kind of like just lie to them and be like yeah you're right, because like, that's what I would do to people. Like when I get so annoyed, I would like I know they wouldn't, they, you know how I was talking about some people just won't believe it. Like they won't believe that like that you know yourself more than them, even though you lived your life and they didn't even know you at all. And like so you just have to like I heard like for some people you just gotta like go with it. Like you just have to be like yeah sure, okay, yeah sure, I'm gonna, yeah sure, yeah whatever, yeah okay, yeah you're right, whatever. Like you just have to kind of like, or like you just have to, like you just kind of have to like lie with them, because there's people already lying to themselves and just like shoo them away, like you know, because it's kind of like some people they kind of want like a reaction, they kind of want you to fight back and be like no, so you're just gonna be like yeah sure whatever, no. And then the Nine of Pentacles is like it's also about like standing your own ground and like being independent. So it's kind of like okay, like because it kind of goes in with the Eight of Cups, and like for most of these people you just gotta like walk away from them, like stay far away from them, because they're not really any good. Like you can't really form any kind of healthy connection with them. And like if this is someone that you can't like get away from, like for example like I said, like coworkers or like people at work, or like whatever the situation is, like you have to live with a motherfucker for some reason, like temporarily hopefully, for you. Like, I'm not living with anyone, thank God. But like, you know, if you have to like deal with someone that you just have to, like, you can't really like leave them alone. You just gotta stop talking to them. Like, don't say you can't not talk to them. And if you have to talk to them, you know, keep it to a minimal, and like just stay on your own. Stay on your own. And also with the hero font, we have like you like, for some people, because not all people are like very extreme. Some people you can actually teach them. You can actually teach them and tell them like, hey, that's actually wrong, and like, you know, you don't really know me. I'd also give another example, like say for example like a therapist or something, or like a doctor, like someone who like is trying to help you, even a tarot reader, or even like a astrologer, like who cares? But I'm mostly talking about therapists right now, so I just got a flashback. I've had therapists project their bullshit onto me. I've had therapists project how like there's like they just project shit onto me, and I'm like, that's not true. Like, you're just projecting, and like you're just like, I don't even like, I only see you for like 1 hour. You don't know me. Like, you don't know me, and you need to remind people that like, you don't know me. Like, do you even know yourself? Like, you don't know me, or like, that's not correct. And like, teach them like, this is not correct. So yeah. And like so that's kind of like what you're supposed to do, is like, for some of them that like you feel are more lenient, some of them who you feel are more open-minded, like you can teach them and tell them like, hey, like, that's actually not cool for you to just like project how you think I am when you don't even know me. And like, it's just like, honestly, it's just really irritating, or like, it's just not right, it's wrong. And like, I don't really feel, I don't want to like, continue this conversation if you're just gonna keep projecting and projecting. And like you know, and like, you know, it's kind of like with the Knight of Pentacles, like standing your ground, but also like standing boundaries. And like you know, like the you can, like, some people, like, you can actually like, you can like teach them and tell them like, this is not like this is not right, it's actually not who I am. But if you want to get to know who I am, then we can talk about that. But like, I don't want to talk to you if you're just gonna project and project and project. So yeah, I remember I even had a flashback right now. I remember I told someone like, why are you like, why do you act like you know me, and you're saying all these things about me as if you know me when you don't know me. And then he was like, well, you don't know me either. And I'm like, he's like, you don't know me. You don't know me either. And I'm like, okay, exactly. Like, case closed. Like, hello, like, exactly. I don't go projecting about you. And like, he's like, yeah, well, you don't know me either. And I'm like, exactly. So why are you like, why are you saying all this stuff about me as if you know me? And then he just shut up. He's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know you. You don't know me. We need to like this. And he stopped. Like, he fucking stopped, because like, I put him in his place. So like, some people, you have to just put them in place and remind them like, you don't know me like how you think you know me. You don't even know yourself, and I don't even know you. I don't even know you. I know that you project on people, but I don't know anything else about you. And so yeah, just walk away, go into the sea, let them cry about it. Let them cry about how they think they know you, but they don't, and how they wish they would, but they can't, because even if they try to, they'd project and project and project. And la 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 la. Like, some people, I'm giving you an example. Like, people can watch like a movie about someone's life, and read a book about someone's life, or just hear someone talking about their life, and they're like, actually, I don't think that happened. Even though I wasn't even there, I actually think this happened. Like, these people are very strange. And you just have to remind yourself, just block them out. Like just block out their voice. Like, just block them out, because like, these people are the devil, and they just want to like irritate you. Like, some people, honestly, like, I feel like a lot of people do just project, just like how I said earlier. They just want you to be as confused about yourself as they are about themselves. And remember that most of these people are just inspired by you, and they you know, yeah. I hope that reading like helped someone learn a bit. It helped me learn. That's why I was just gonna do this reading for myself, but then I was like, no, I should record this, just so like, because it helped me. And before I filmed it, like, I was pulling the cards myself, and I was learning from it, and then I was like, okay, I should probably like film this, so like just in case someone else, even if it's just one person who's like, oh my god, yeah, like I learned something. That is what I am here for. I'm just trying to help understand the fuckery in this world. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for listening. I love you.